In GURPS, much like in real life, your head is one of the most important body parts to protect, and so is your neck. So you might think, I'll just get a helmet. But the actual question is, what kind of helmet? Due to the intricacies of the hit location system in GURPS, head and neck armor is actually quite complex. And in this video, I would like to show off the different helmets and their game effects, because they do much more than just provide DR. GURPS Low-Tech has 5 types of helmets. The first one is a simple pot helm that only protects the skull. You can add a cloth padding that improves DR by 1 but increases cost and weight. The second is the bassinet. This one also protects the face but only from the back. It covers the ears, giving the wearer the hard of hearing disadvantage, but it does not cover the cheeks. Just like the pot helm, it can optionally have padding. The third one is the full helm. This one protects the skull and face. The eyes are exposed, you can target them at -10 through the eye slits. In addition to imposing the hard of hearing disadvantage, this one also gives them no peripheral vision disadvantage. It can be padded too. While face protection sounds nice, the removal of peripheral vision can really hurt you, as you treat side hexes as back hexes. You cannot defend from side attacks, and you can only attack in those directions with wild swings. You really have to think if it is worth it. The fourth one is the coif. Unlike the other helmets, this one can only be made of mail, sometimes attached to a mail shirt like a hood. It protects the skull, face from the back, ears, and neck. It can be padded, but in that case it gives the wearer the hard of hearing disadvantage. Optionally, it can also be extended to protect the upper chest and shoulders, providing half of its DR to the chest sublocation. Judging by the description, it should also do the same for the shoulders, but the rules don't really say that. The final helmet type is a great helm, that is worn over another smaller helmet, and sometimes is even bolted to torso armor. It protects the skull, face and neck, but the eyes can still be targeted through the eye slits at -10. A great helm gives the wearer hard of hearing and tunnel vision, which is even more harsh than no peripheral vision. It cannot be padded unlike other helmets. Also, there is a unique rule exception here. You can layer a great helm with another rigid helmet. That's it for the helmet types, but there are also some customization options. Most importantly, helmets that do not protect the face, that is pot helm, bassinet and coif, can be modified to add face protection. There are 5 different pieces that can be added. The nasal guard protects the nose and can be hinged or detachable. The brim protects you from rain and sun, but also has a 1 in 6 chance of protecting the face, or 5 in 6 from attacks from above. The cheek guards protect the cheeks and jaw, and they are often hinged. Optionally, they may be extended to cover the ears as well. Optionally, such extended cheek guards can have perforations that reduce the hearing penalty to -2, but remove -2 from the penalty from targeting chinks in armor. The spectacles shield the eyes and have 1 in 6 chance of protecting the face. They give the wearer the no peripheral vision disadvantage, and the eyes may still be targeted at -10 through the eye slits. The visor is just a full face plate or mask, sometimes hinged or detachable. It provides a 5 in 6 chance of protecting the face, but the eyes can still be targeted at -10. The wearer has hard of hearing and no peripheral vision. Just like the cheek guards, a visor can have perforations that reduce the hearing penalty, but also reduce the penalty to target chinks in armor. Using these face protection rules, you can actually build something like a mask that only protects the face or certain parts of the face without protecting the skull. There are such sample samurai masks in GURPS Loadout's low-tech armor. But that's still not everything. There are 3 other helmet customization options. Optionally, you may have a helmet fashioned from a single piece of material. Such helmets are much more expensive, but they weigh less. You can also have a flat-topped helmet that is cheaper but heavier. Finally, you can have a plume or a crest. They give you a bonus to intimidation, but also remove -1 from the penalties to grapple your head, and give +1 to vision rolls made to spot you in the midst of a group of people. That's it for head protection, but now let's talk about protecting the neck, as it is another vulnerable hit location. GURPS low tech has 6 types of neck armor, but some of them also have subtypes, so there are actually 8 types. A turret protects the neck and lower face, that's 2 in 6 chance of protecting the face, but prevents you from looking down. An aventail is made of mail or light scale and is attached to the bottom of a helmet, covering the neck. A lobster back is the same thing but made from segmented plate. It only protects the neck from the back. A mail collar is obviously made of mail. It can be standalone or integrated into a mail shirt. Despite being made of mail, it is rigid and does not suffer reduced DR versus crushing damage. A standard is a mail collar that extends to protect the upper chest and shoulders. This extra protection is flexible, but only provides half of its DR to the chest location and probably shoulders as well, even though the rules don't say that. A ventail, not to be confused with the aventail, is a flap of mail attached to a mail shirt. It protects the neck from the front only, and also protects the jaw, that's 2 in 6 chance of protecting the face. A bevor is a rigid plate collar that also protects the jaw. The chin guard is sometimes hinged or detachable. The chin guard has a 1 in 6 chance of protecting the face. A gorget is a rigid collar that simply protects the neck. At TL4, it is articulated to allow better movement. There are no customization rules for neck armor, but GURPS Loadout's low-tech armor has a new optional rule for certain types of neck armor that restrict head movement. Rigid neck armor that also protects part of the face imposes a -1 penalty on any action that requires free head movement, including all rolls in combat. This rule only lists bevors and ventails, but I assume that it also applies to the turret and maybe even TL3 gorgets. And that's it. Now you should know how to keep your head and neck safe, but you also know that you may have restricted hearing and vision as a result. Be careful! Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.